Hey, what's up, guys? This is Halfway, broadcasting from around the world in lovely, phenomenal Pen, Cambodia. We're taking a ride today, or you guys are viewing me taking a ride on that day when I was taking a ride. We're heading down Mao Tong, heading from BKK 3 or the Tuol Sleng area. We're heading toward Tolkork. So I made this video previously on my phone a long time ago, and I am giving you guys this view again with the new GoPro. I know I've been, mentioning the GoPro a lot recently, but it's cool. It's it's a new toy for me, so it's exciting for me. It's this cool new thing for me, but it's also something I get to share with you guys. So it has like this double effect, as this dual effect, that it's cool for me and exciting for me, as well as for you, or at least I hope it is. I hope you guys are getting something out of these videos. And on that note, those of you who have been contacting me and some people have been giving me information about the GoPro, and giving me some pointers and suggestions, people that are experienced with it. I appreciate those greatly. And I really try to listen to what you guys say, at least. I don't always, maybe I don't know if I want to say agree or disagree, but I don't always do the thing or enact myself on the suggestion that you guys give, but I always appreciate your suggestions. And I really do think about them. When somebody makes a suggestion or a comment to me, I really do think about it and I take it to heart. And I think if you look at the evolution of my channel, if you start from my first episode or my first episodes or my segments, whatever you want to call them, to where my channel is now, I think my channel has evolved and it has changed and it has adapted. And a lot of that is thanks to you guys for your suggestions, for your criticisms, for your input, for giving me knowledge about certain things that I wouldn't have known on my own. So obviously, you guys are a huge part of this. It's, I'm making these videos and, you guys are watching them. And there's obviously, on my end, there's something, very beneficial personally for me, for you guys watching these. If anybody on YouTube, if you hear them saying like, I make YouTube videos for me and I don't care, what other people think, that's inherently, I feel like that cannot be true, because then you wouldn't be making YouTube videos. You just make some videos and, I don't know, put them in some file somewhere and you wouldn't care. The fact that you're sharing videos and you're getting likes and you're getting subscribers, obviously there's a part of you, at the very least, a part of you that, cares about that. And, I would say I'm a human being and the same for me. And I really want to develop my channel in a way that is good for you guys. Now, of course, I have my own, quote unquote, artistic input that I'm going to put into it. There are things that I, definitely would never do on my channel. And then there are things that I, maybe I don't know about that I definitely would do on my channel. So I really, really do appreciate any input that you guys have. Again, whether I agree or disagree, just the fact that it gives me something to think about. If you guys tell me something about my channel, I'm not the kind of person that's just going to write it off. I will honestly think about it. And again, if I don't think it's the right decision, then I'm not going to do it. But if there's something that I think, hey, I didn't think of that, or I didn't think of it in that way, then yeah, of course, then I will, try my best to implement that into what I'm doing. So I try to be very thankful for you guys, and I appreciate you watching. Sorry, I'm like sapping up to you, but that's my real, honest, true thought. But yeah, so we're driving through Phnom Penh down Mao Tong, like I said, early in the morning. This is about 6 a.m. This is about 6 a.m. in the morning. So Mao Tong is relatively quiet at this time. There's not a lot of traffic. I imagine this is true for most roads and throughways in Phnom Penh and surrounding areas. A lot of the traffic really starts picking up around 7:30 or 8 o'clock, especially. There are certain parts, for example, on this route that I take. There's one market. I think it's called like I don't know if it's called like the Sun Market or the Sunshine or the Good Morning Market. I can't remember what it's called. Something like that. And there's like always traffic there. It almost doesn't matter when it is. There's always some traffic around that market. Uh, but generally speaking, the route's a lot clearer earlier. The reason that I leave so early is I've actually been working a lot more, specifically like at my job. I shouldn't say a lot more, but I used to have 6 teaching hours every day. I've talked about this in other videos. I would have 6 teaching hours every day, which is very standard. That's if you come here, that's probably what you should expect if you're working quote unquote full time, is 6 teaching hours a day, and then I had a 2 hour break. But through my school, I have been taking a couple extra classes that I've been teaching remotely off of the campus of my school. So on my lunch break, I teach a 1 hour class. So now my lunch break is reduced. And then after my regular school is done, I go and again remotely teach another class, again through my school. You can find, that's not to say you can't find like private teaching jobs. I was doing that when I first came here. But this is actually established. My school is running the program kind of, but again, it's in a remote location. But what that means is after 8 hours of like straight teaching, like literally standing in front of a group of people and talking for almost 8 hours straight. I do have that 1 hour lunch break, but with travel time to the location that I go, if I get a 45-minute break, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. So what I've decided is that instead of when I would come home, instead of doing things like lesson planning or prep work, or putting together tests, quizzes, whatever, any kind of classroom work, I want to just put off. Because when I get home, I'm honestly like, I'm exhausted. And I just cannot do more teacher stuff. I cannot do it. That's not true. I could if I had to. But I have the option that instead of doing it when I get home, what works better for me personally is I come home and I can relax for 3 or 4 hours, excluding eating or, anything that I have to do at home. So at least maybe 2 hours. I get a good solid 2 to 3 hours that I can just relax at home, watch YouTube or Netflix and, check my Facebook, whatever, just relax. And then instead of doing the stuff that I would normally do at night, I just wake up earlier and do it. So I used to wake up, there was regularly when I was, prior to this, I would wake up at 6:30 and get ready, leave my house by 7, and get to work around 7:30 and be ready for work at 8. But what I've been doing recently is waking up at either 5 or at the latest 5:30, and then I get to work at either 6 or at the latest 6:30. So I have a solid hour and a half to 2 hours in the school when it's like quiet. There's very few people there. There's like the cleaners and the security guards. Every once in a while, another teacher will roll in a little bit early, or maybe someone or two or people from the front desk will be there. And during that time, I can just get all my stuff done. So for me, it's more beneficial for me. It just for my life, it just works better that I just instead of doing my stuff at night, I just do it in the daytime and wake up earlier and do it, which is fine. I've been so I've been doing this for like 5 weeks now, waking up early like this. But I was even thinking about like waking up a little bit earlier and doing like some type of like exercising or something in the morning. I don't know. It's really weird. So for me, if you were to talk to somebody from my past, like I've always been like a night person and, up all night and not doing stuff in the, early hours of the day was not necessarily my thing. So this is like a very, like a 180-degree turn that I've been doing this. I mean, even since I've been in Cambodia, just in general, waking up early, but now waking up very early, I've fallen in love with the mornings. I love being up early. Sometimes like I'll just wake up and I'll go sit out on like my balcony for a minute and drink my Nescafe and just look at the like sun coming up and people walking around. I don't know, it's weird. Even even for me, man. And my phone keeps glitching. I hope that this is working. So I'm still uploading these videos via my phone through my phone, and it's working at maximum capacity. Obviously, you can't see this, but this is about the 25th time I've tried to make this video because my phone keeps freezing and the video keeps locking and the application keeps freezing up because I think my phone is not meant to be working at these high processes, doing these high processes, whatever. So I'm watching my like time bar as I'm recording this. I'm watching the time bar in the video. It's just like skipping forward by like 8 seconds, but it's like freezing for probably the same amount of time. But I hope it's working. Eventually, I'll get some more high-tech equipment. But I think the videos are actually coming out okay, even though I'm just using my phone. I can't do the the 4K resolution yet, but I think that at the very least the frame rate is coming out good. No matter what, it looks better than it looks better than when I was just using the camera on my phone. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little ride. I'm gonna try to do some more of these. Hopefully, what I plan to do is come up with some maybe cool topics that I can talk about. So you'll see in the background me riding the moto, but then I will have some kind of topic that I'm speaking about, and we'll have some goal as to what that will be. All right, guys, this is Halfway broadcasting from around the world in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You're probably gonna have about 30 seconds here.